Okay, here I am. We'll see how it goes. If you don't know where I am, it's Ironton, Missouri for the Big Mountain Enduro. We got Jason.
Training weight here.
If you don't know it, mediocre mountain biker. And that is Adrenaline's life. So let's see what we've gotten ourselves into today. Well, it's just walking up a hill day. I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit for it, but that steep section,
They're not here to see it in person.
yeah, no. So, nearing the top of Coolio's climb here at the BME and Ironton on Shepard Mountain. Whew, quite a climb. Nice, beautiful day though. A little muddy in sections, but yeah, getting to the top. That's all that matters. Whew. All right, gotta keep chugging.
After a long climb, we had reached the top, the hub. Mineshaft was up first, and we decided to do stages in sequential order as we would in the race. About 3 days prior to this, I was in Arkansas riding, and to be honest with you, I hadn't fully recovered yet. I was pretty dead by this point. The start of Mineshaft is actually really fun. It's technical, flowy, and it definitely is the blue section of the trail. However, the further down you go, the more gnarly it gets and the steeper and faster it gets. Shepard Mountain is really a place where videos do not do it justice, and they cannot prepare you. You have to be here in person in order to really experience how steep and technical a lot of this stuff is. The entire time you're going down, for the most part, you're just constantly working your upper body from all the rocks. Sometimes it would just be hard to keep momentum on some of these trails due to all the rocks. Shepard Mountain might be located in the Midwest, but this is a place that really tests your limits as a rider, and I definitely met mine over the course of these 3 days.
It's not terrible. I did it before.
If you wear your goggles, it's 10% faster.
That's what I heard. Probably higher.
And it blows your contacts out of your eyes.
The section we're doing right now is the steepest portion of the trail, and it may not look it, but it is super steep, and we're about to get to an even steeper off-camber section here that me and Frank have kind of a hard time finding the line for.
Yeah, that doesn't look fun.
The thing that makes it even trickier is the fact that it's all kind of loose dirt.
No, you're good. Dude, I don't even know if I could do that.
The tricky part of this section is just the fact that it's just such a weird entry into this little chute, essentially. During the race, I found that if you took it wide in the entry and then closer into the corner at the steepest part, that it was the best, and that's what I ended up doing during the race. It was by this point, and I don't know if it was the exhaustion from driving and riding down in Arkansas a couple days prior, but I started to wonder whether or not the amateur division was the right choice for me, and that maybe I should have been in beginner.
I saw this in several videos. I was like, how come no one's taking that drop?
Oh, that's why.
Is this the drop you're talking about? That one, yeah. Here's the bigger one.
Somebody coming down. I'm sure they would make anything look easy. They're probably like these yokels from...
Yeah.
I missed the ride around. Oh, hold, stop.
There's a...
So we only rid this section once before the race, and to be honest with you, I still don't know which way would have been better. I actually forgot which way I took during my race run.
No.
But looking at the footage a lot more, I believe I should have just rode through that high line. The lower section is just muddy and soupy, and you lose a lot of speed going through it.
Oh.
This section is one of those rock gardens where I was talking about how you could lose so much momentum if you don't carry it through.
Oh.
I end up having to dab quite a bit.
Jesus. Yay, stage 1. What the f?
Mineshaft was honestly supposed to be the easy trail, and next up was Powder Keg, which I had heard a lot about.
Actually on.
At this point, after another brutal climb up the steepest access road in the park, my legs were pretty shot, and I was starting to get a headache and I was hungry. I know these are excuses, but this is an important thing I think a lot of people need to note if you're thinking about racing in enduro. Make sure you're well rested, well fed, and well hydrated, because I definitely was none of those by this point. And it really hindered my performance, my confidence, and my ability to ride to my best ability. Not too far down Powder Keg, you're greeted with the first really big feature of the trail.
I'm a little too tired to ride this, so I'm going to walk it.
As you can see, it's a massive rock roll, but there's a couple of little bottom bracket catchers that really make it kind of tricky.
Keep yourself neutral, you'll be fine. Yeah. It's just the head is messing with you. The head game is really bad here. We're just a couple of us, it's just 3 Midwestern boys trying to figure out our way in the mountains.
Just 3 Midwestern, flatland, Chicago kids. I just want to go on record. I believe I was the first one to register for this, and I was like, hey guys, come join me. We'll have fun.
It's all his fault. It's his fault.
Oops. I am having fun.
And Jason's right. This is really just a head game. You have to trust your bike
Riders
and your
coming up.
wheels and
Rider,
just kind of let it take you. This is where we run into another rider named Kate, who we end up riding down with the rest of Powder Keg. She's from Arkansas
That's why
and
we
actually is
stopped.
riding a Da Vinci and bought it off of Drew, who runs Revolution Mobile Bike Repair down in Arkansas, who actually helped me out the first time I had went down there and had a pretty serious mechanical. So shout out to Drew and the Revolution Mobile Bike Repair.
So
So
we're
it looks like you should be able to.
telling ourselves it's the head
Oh,
game.
I believe, yeah. It's the whole mind thing. You just let go and sit back. But that's the thing. Just make
Yeah.
yourself do that.
As you can see, he had his goggles on. Jason had conquered the mind game portion of this and was ready to do a run-up.
Yeah, that's the stuff that messes you up. If you can keep momentum through here without having to pedal into this section, you can kind of thread the needle, but geez, see, that's what I'm talking about. Got it.
Nice.
Nice job. I'm gonna try it.
Sometimes you just need to see someone do it, and that'll give you everything you need to do in order to tackle it. Frank was up
Just
next.
trying to get through between the rocks.
I don't think you need that much speed. You just need speed.
Yeah, you need something like a consistent like pedal striking. Shit.
Oh, yeah! See, when you stall out, you can still make it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
that's
That's
a good sign.
Yep, I like it, because that will probably be me.
That'll probably be me as well.
Yeah, I may just come back and do it.
I was really fortunate to be riding
gonna
with
ride up
Frank
and run up to
and
it.
Jason because they are two really incredible riders, and I probably wouldn't have done this if I'd done it alone. I had decided to do a run-up, but honestly, at this point, I was already feeling defeated in my head, and yeah. Sometimes you just gotta know your limits and know when to quit. I might be way in over my head with this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it today. That was a doozy. How do we feel, gentlemen?
I feel confident.
Yeah,
Very weirded out right now.
I'm scared. I'm even more scared. We'll see how tomorrow is.
I feel better than I did for a while.
Yeah,
I'm rooting for this guy right here.
I think Jason's doing great.
I'm gonna live vicariously through Jason tomorrow, I think, or Sunday.
Come on, helmet. Ugh.
All right, see you tomorrow. Practice day 2. Please.
Make sure to like and subscribe this video if you found it entertaining, and if you want notifications on next week's video, which will be practice day 2, where we're joined by our fellow local rider, Jock, and also will include the race.